Welcome to Booktopia TV. I'm John Purcell and I'm here with Jane Kennedy, author of the erotic novel One Dish, Two Ways. Welcome.
Excuse me, John.
Yes.
No, it's not an erotic novel. I wish it was, but it's actually not. It's a cookbook. Yeah, I think you...
It's got recipes,
Yes,
food.
yes. And
With the
pictures of me fully clothed, actually.
The title's a bit misleading. I would have...
Well...
I'm sorry. We have a specialist. I will call in the specialist.
I think that might be a good idea, no offence.
I know nothing about cooking, so I'll just be back in a second. Sorry for the mix-up. I'll get the expert.
Did somebody call for an incompetent cook? Sorry, Jane, that was a bit embarrassing.
Oh, it was a little.
I'm Andrew. I'm the incompetent cook from Booktopia.
I love incompetent cooks. How are you, Andrew?
Oh, it's wonderful. Thanks, Jane.
Great to see you.
Thanks for coming in.
You're most welcome.
Now, One Dish, Two Ways. Can you tell a little bit about how you conceived the cookbook?
I cook for 7 people every night, which is really painful. And it's painful because it's like being a short order cook and you've got to think of lots of ideas, and kids like to eat one way and adults like to eat another way. And after quite a few years of doing kids' meals and adult meals, I was really jack of it. I said, right, we're all going to eat the same food, but kids and adults don't really like the same food all the time. So I thought, what if I make the same base that I'm cooking, like a bolognese or a Mexican base or something like that, and I keep it really plain for the kids, and I jazz it up a bit for the adults with some fresh chilli and some herbs and lime and things like that. Now, kids really don't like all that stuff. My kids don't. People's really worldly, amazing kids might, but my kids don't. And that's sort of how the concept has come about. So it's one dish done 2 ways.
Right. So what I'm hearing is, when I have my nieces and nephews around,
Yes.
and I order pizza and I want 3 or 4 slices with anchovies on it, for me,
Yes.
it's very much the adult of the family.
Absolutely. That's a really good analogy. It's whether you like anchovies or not.
Anchovies or not. Now, as well as your kids liking bland dishes, is there any adults that you know that like bland dishes that you can also cater for with this cookbook?
Well, there is one actual grown-up that I know who's a friend of mine, not being a name drop of anything, but he has expressed to me that he couldn't eat any recipes out of my cookbooks really for the grown-ups because I have a lot of chilies and peppers and things like that, and that would be Shane Warne. And he says that he really likes just nice, bland, baked bean style food. So he would be eating the kids' version. And you might have some Warnies at your house who are the grown-ups who like the plainer version. My daughter, though, likes hot curries and likes the hot stuff.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah. It's a good way to sort of introduce flavours to kids as well. There's a lot of clashes of food, and I always add things on the side that you can put on your plate or not. Give you the option.
Nice. And what's a couple of dishes that you really love in here that you want to, not the recipe,
Yep.
but just share at home about what they could get?
I tell you what is really big in our house, and I've actually got a chapter. It's not a very sophisticated cookbook chapter. It's called Stuff on Sticks and Stuff in Wraps.
It sounds good to me.
And literally, if I put Vietnamese pork meatballs and I just put them on sticks, the kids think that's fantastic. For grown-ups, I don't have the sticks and I just have the meatballs and I put it in a cos lettuce leaf and put the num choc sauce and spice it up a bit. Anytime that adults don't want to have a big wrap, because that's also a little bit boombar, if you don't want to go that road with lots of heavy breads and things, you can just leave that out, and that's why the kids would have, tacos. We've got tostadas, lots of different, and Moroccan dishes. It's very worldly actually, because that's the way we eat now. It's so international, our food.
It's true, yeah. We're a melting pot, Australia.
We're a melting pot.
Well, it's a wonderful book. I recommend it so much. And Jane's coming in. She's going to be signing 100 copies. So if you get in quick, you can secure a copy. Jane, thanks so much for coming to Booktopia.
Absolute pleasure. Have loved it, and Booktopia rocks.
Awesome. So go to booktopia.com.au and grab One Dish, Two Ways today.